Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Tyranny. As always, I am your host, J Square John Jeremy, and last we left off, we had just completed the Battle of Overlord Crossing. We have let the Vendrian Guard escape, and with that, we've got a potential new questline in the Oathbreakers. Before we do that, let's go ahead and give out these unspent talent points here. We've got John Jeremy here. We're going to go ahead and boost up his Resolve. That should help out here. As far as my talent points go, we're going to go ahead and put them back into magic here. I've got one talent point available. We can go ahead and let's see what we can add here. Focus your will into a shield of energy around yourself or party member. Add spell breached affliction to thrust attacks. Sure, why not? Save that. As far as verse goes, wrong game, John. As far as verse goes, we'll go ahead and put her ability right now into finesse. Make her quick and speedy there. And her point is going to go into skirmisher here. Why don't we go ahead and do eternal flame? Next up, we got Barrack here. Barrack, who has a good amount of points in vitality and in might. We'll go ahead and put another one into resolve for some defensive measures. And then your point will go into seasoned veteran 1. Finally, we've got Lantry here. Lantry, you're going to put your point into might. And then save that. Your ability is going to go into more preservation for greater renewal. There you go. Okay. Now that we've got that all set up, we know that our quests have been updated for Battle of Overlord Crossing. We need to return to Ash's tent. And the Oathbreakers meet with Tarkus Ari at the secret location. We've also got more information for Forge-bound Iron, which we can also finish up at the disfavored camp. As far as our faction ratings right now, we are in between 2 and 3 for favor for the Scarlet Chorus. Haven't even reached a point of wrath yet. For the disfavored, also between 2 and 3. Haven't reached a path of point of wrath yet. And for the Vendrian Guard, we're at just over 4 points in favor and just over 1 point in wrath. As far as our companions go, over 3 points for Lantry, over 3.5 points for Barrack, but his fear has been raised a bit since we've started on this path to Rebellion. Verse here, almost at 4 points, fear not just quite at 1 point yet, and Ebb just over 2 points from our one talking point with her. As far as our Archons are concerned, we've got Tunon here, who is nearly at 2 points, which is interesting considering we never even met the guy yet. Graven Ash is a little bit over 1 point, and the Voices of Narat is just a little over 1 point. And finally, we've got a new missive here, Friend or Foe. Fateinder John Jeremy, if you are reading this, we have lost the River Matani. Surrounded and without escape, we will fight to the death. But the common refrain we hear is, Kyros wishes not to rule over a wasteland. Is there truth to this mantra, or is it another of the Overlord's lies? We wish to meet under the truce of a blue flag, to discuss how serious the Overlord is in his mercy. See the reverse of this parchment for directions to a meeting site. Arrive with only a small entourage. Asking you to come alone is hardly fair, but if reinforcements are shadowing you, we will know. Tarkus Ari, Captain of the Vendrian Guard. So will the Vendrian Guard surrender to me directly without a fight? That's interesting. I kind of like that idea too. Let's go ahead and move onwards. Now, the area that we need to go to is this secluded grove area. Before we do that, I want to go to the Scarlet Chorus camp, because the Scarlet Chorus camp has trainers that I want to use for my levels, since we've all now leveled to level 4. I want to take advantage of that situation, because once we commit to this path, we may not have another opportunity with this. Let's go ahead and make our way inwards now. See if anything's changed here in this camp. Hello, hello everyone, hello. Death Knell still there. Salvaros and Bitter Quip are now talking. What's going on here? Where are my manners? I forgot to cast my incantation of crying like a coddled North girl over a few dead soldiers. The Blood Chanter pounds his staff to the ground, his sunburnt face twisting to a harsh scowl. I will not be lectured for a failure to show widow's weakness. Now where is that? His vision snaps to you. Fatebinder!
Lord Binder,
the disfavored soldier waves you closer.
We've been waiting for you. One of Narat's dogs went wild. At least he's done the right thing to present himself here for a proper trial. I'd like to yank his teeth out, and I'd like it to be with your blessing, so I could sure use your judgment on this matter.
We meet again, Binder. Bitter Quip bows. The disfavored have accused me of multiple murders. I am not guilty of these charges and have nothing to hide. He grins from ear to ear. The truth can only exonerate me, so I will happily submit to your judgment. And who will represent the aggrieved party?
I do.
The warrior steps forward, saluting with a resounding clatter.
Salvaros of the Disfavored, am claimant and witness on behalf of my fallen shield brethren, Devona and Sevius the Swift.
Oh, Sevius is dead? That can't be good. We met Sevius before over at the Disfavored camp. Murder. That's a serious charge. Tell me everything.
3 weeks ago, we were in the eastern end of the valley. We were on assignment to keep Vendrian Guard runners from leaving and reinforcements from coming in. Bitter Quip and some Scarlet Furies came with us for...
His voice falls flat for an awkward pause.
Support.
Well, our trail puts us between two Vendrian Guard patrols. Thinking they have us outnumbered, they draw bronze. We close ranks and fight together. It's a rather rousing melee, and the Oathbreakers give as good as they get. But among the dead, a dozen conscripts and 2 disfavored.
You dance around the important details, Chanter.
The soldier jabs a finger at Bitter Quip.
Right as the enemy spots us, you started working your mystic symbols. I saw panic in their eyes when we first stumbled into each other in that clearing, but once his magic started flying, the only thing in their eyes was bloodlust.
What sort of magic did you use? I don't talk about the craft outside of the guild, but I can't defend myself with silence. The Blood Chanter clears his throat, measuring his words carefully. I invoked a spell of frenzy and directed a chant at the enemy. They could move faster than our party, and letting them escape would undermine the mission. So I fueled them with rage to get them to stand and fight. We've seen this happen before at the very beginning of the game. One of the Blood Chanters enraged the party that Vendrian Guard captain was with. And that's when we had our first real major engagement.
There! He just came right out and admitted it. The Oathbreakers usually can't find their way out of a burlap sack, but he grants them the gift of a stink badger's courage.
The warrior rests his head in his hands.
Madness, pure and simple. The Furies were dumbfounded and folded, and that's when Devona and Sevius the Swift dove into the fray. Devona caught a javelin in the eye. Just stupidly bad luck. As for Sevius, after the battle he had been run through 19 times. Graven Ash couldn't save him.
Salvaros has his facts in order. I would concur with his assessment. Blood Chanter, is that all you have to say in your defense? What more need I say? For I have done no wrong.
Are you daft? Or was your mother too busy mounting the tears to teach you right from wrong?
You are not enlightened, so I can forgive your ignorance. If you were illuminated in the ways of the arcane, you'd know that Kyros' law does not hold the mage culpable for that which cannot be controlled.
What sort of caused delusion is this?
Because we have lore 20, we have this option available to us. Bitter quip is citing Magician's Folly. If in battle for Kyros' glory, a mage inadvertently harms someone protected by Kyros' peace, the mage is not legally at fault. The Fatebinder actually knows his law! As I said, I have no doubts that I am in the right. You must understand. The chanter grins broadly. My heart is heavy with regards to this tragedy, but my conscience is clean.
That's insane! This wasn't a gout of fire that went awry. He used his magic to enrage the enemy into feats of strength. How is that not a crime?
Spend a decade mastering the craft of magic, and perhaps you will understand why this law must exist.
And why is that? So you illuminated folk can lord your knowledge over the rest of us, and then excuse each other from reckless misuse?
The warrior let out a low grumble.
You're all toying with things that only Kyros understands. Nothing good comes from mages.
You gripe, but if this law didn't exist, I could argue that Graven Ash hasn't been protecting the Scarlet Chorus from harm the way he has the Disfavored, and I could demand Tunon punish such misuse of magic. But the law does exist, so I do not. I am ready to pass judgment.
The case is a simple one, is it not? So, do you think he's guilty?
Wrong question. It's not what the Fatebinder feels. It's what the law says. He clears his throat with a smug smile. So then, what does the law say? Kyros' law shields Bitter Quip from negligence in battle. The matter is tragic, but not criminal. The Blood Chanter grins, smug. He tips his head to you in thanks before flicking the disfavored soldier an obscene gesture. We've gained average favor with the Scarlet Chorus and average wrath with the disfavored. Well, the law's the law. Hey, it's our friend Toot Tooth here. Does he want to talk to us? Nope. Pretty much not. Reg and Baz are still here. Scarlet Chorus 2, welcome back, Fatebinder. We hear you've been helping us around camp. I know the Fifth Eye appreciates you, as do the likes of us. Let's go ahead and get some training going. As for me, I want to train my... What training do I have right now on my character? Good question, John. First look at that before we start doing this. 71 lore, 55 subterfuge, 46 athletics. I could use some more lore, right? Maybe. Cool. As far as Lantry goes, we'll go ahead and do him next. Lantry, go ahead and train in lower as well. Good. Let's see now. We've got Baz here. Train up Verse and Bows. Very good. And Barrack will want him to train with the disfavored people. Anything new here with these beast people? Nope, we've gone through this whole thing. Anything new with you?
You are not welcome here.
Nope, doesn't look like it. Haven't opened that yet. I'll take that, thank you. Very good. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on then. And we'll go right from here over to the secluded grove where the Vendrian forces are waiting for us, looks like. Make our way back over there. Should be daytime by the time we get there. Excellent. Alright, it's breaking morning right now. And we are... Oh, Fatebinder, Tarkus area is just up ahead. Follow me. Before I do that, let me grab all these things. Take that. Anything else around here for us to take? Tarkus area waits up top. We'll be watching you. I'm sure you will. Anything around here? No? Anything around here? Aha! Goodies. Bodies. Sure. Take that. Take this. Is there anything hidden?
I see nothing.
Nope. Okay, move on then. Move through this area here, and then up here. Just want to make sure that we've grabbed everything we can around here. Go up and around this way. Aha! A Sun Soldier's shield. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, so up here we've got Matani Sybil, Pelox Florian, Ebb, and Tarkus Ari. Let us speak, Fatebinder. Hello. Tarkus Ari is waiting. I suggest you speak with her. Pelox Florian's here too. Pleased to see you again, Fatebinder. I owe you one. Alright. This isn't super secret at all. How you doing there, Tarkus? Before you stands Captain Tarkus Ari, de facto leader of the dwindling Vendrian God. Short, sunburned, and agitated even when standing still, her body is a compact sculpture of muscle and bone, and her face is short on symmetry, thanks to the scars and dents of a dozen brushes with death. Why are you granting an audience? This one mystifies me, Fatebinder. We should be running these Oathbreakers through and parading their ruined bodies about the battlefield. Harsh, but I like it. You have my permission to stop the negotiations in favor of Barak's plan any time now. Alright, alright. Peacebinder, thank you for accepting my summons. She points to a tattered swath of blue fabric hanging from her belt. The one tailor amongst us was too busy mending armor. I apologize for the tier's most underwhelming blue flag. I am Captain Tarkus Ari of the Vendrian God. Fatebinder, you may work for the enemy, but your actions are tinged with honor, mercy, and even a shred of respect for the tiers. After much debate, we agreed that we should take the risk and meet you in person. I'll be impressed if this is some clever ruse, less so if we truly mean to steer our loyalties away from the two indomitable armies that support us and, more importantly, pay well. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. As Fatebinder of Tunon and emissary of Kyros, I will hear your words. Thank you. As reigning captain of the Vendrian God, first among equals, I am honored to have this opportunity to speak. Our little stand is nearing its end. Had we been taking wagers, I'd have given us 2 weeks at best. Miraculously, we have lasted 2 span. Though I doubt Kyros' historians will mention these details, no doubt the record will describe us as a footnote. But we never assumed that we'd successfully carve our own free realm out of Kyros' claim. We're brave, not stupid. No, we did this knowing we'd all perish, but in doing so, set an example that might catch on like wildfire. The captain clears her throat, turning red as she speaks. However, now we have a chance to send our message of resistance throughout the tiers. You are the missing thread in our tapestry. How exactly can I help? We know of Kyros' edict, and we know it to be a death sentence hovering over all currently sealed in the Vendrian's Well Valley.
How could they possibly know if someone hadn't told them? I blame the voices of Narat. Nothing requires us to stomach his treachery a moment longer.
You've gone paranoid since last I saw you. Is that helmet adding too much pressure to your skull, perhaps? And we've since learned two important details. We know Ascension Hall must be taken by an agent of Kyros, and we know all in the valley will perish if this doesn't happen. She shakes her head, turning pale as she does. We were right to fear the Overlord. If Kyros' armies kill us, we die. If we kill Kyros' armies, we die. A charming dilemma we've been given. Interesting. Because we have Subterfuge 36, we can say, so you want me to be your agent of Kyros that claims Ascension Hall. Or because we have Lore of 36, we have this option here. I've had plenty of time to ponder this edict. So long as an agent of Kyros claims Ascension Hall, we're safe. That agent could be me. Well, Ari blushes, coughing into her hand as she looks away. Yes, that's pretty close to what we had in mind, actually. What would Eb's voice be like? Ha! Told you this one was smarter than the average soldier. Our plan is this. The captain takes a deep breath and straightens her posture. We want you to take Ascension Hall. We will She coughs, tripping on her words. We will serve as your warriors, and then, under your command, we would secure Ascension Hall in your name. Or, so that's our foolish notion, Ebb interrupts with a hollow laugh. What say you, Fatebinder? You proclaimed this edict. You are more an expert in the Overlord's logic. Will this work? I just proclaim the edict. The Overlord does not share such secrets and details with me. I see. The color drains from her face. Then what hope do we have? The captain shakes her head in disbelief, looking to her comrades for a response. Hopeless or not, a plan is better than no plan. Then I guess next question is the all-important one. She takes a deep breath, straightening her posture. Fatebinder, you have shown us mercy, the likes of which we haven't seen since Kyros' forces crossed the gates of judgment. It is wrong to say, join us, but rather, Fatebinder John Jeremy, will you accept us as your vassals, your sworn deputies? Officers? What does one call a servant of a Fatebinder? The term is yeoman warder. The modern court uses deputy or officer. Either way, I will accept your vow of fealty. I ask total dedication of my warriors, and so it's only fitting that I be willing to offer you the same. She nods with vigor. If the worst comes to pass, I think we would be all happier sworn to you than to the voices of Narat. I, Tarkus Ari, pledge to you my service, loyalty, and life. The captain falls to her knee and bows with a flourish. The other warriors present follow suit, each supplicating themselves before you, reciting their names and pledges of fealty. And I, Ebb of the School of Tides, offer you my fealty. She bows curtly, keeping her eyes focused on you the entire time. Then it is done. Our skeins united. We just might escape Kyros' edict yet. Anything else? All that remains is for us to thank you for hearing us out. She nods with a wink. I should return to the Archons and see what I can accomplish. Excellent. Return to the camps. See what sort of chaos you can foment, and meet us back at the Citadel. Not hard to miss. She points to the vertical line in the horizon, the mountain spire at the center of the valley. Just walk toward the giant obvious landmark. Until we meet again. The captain nods to you, bowing slightly. We've gained loyalty with Landry. Interesting. His quill finally coming to rest, Landry looks up from his scrawl of notes.
Thank you. Now I have their side of the story. A good chronicle chapter has as many of those as possible, which usually means one.
A gesture as strange as any I have seen. You receive their loyalty, but they aren't fighting for the Scarlet Chorus yet? I might have a thing or two to learn about compromise. Don't place too much faith in the hands of these Southerners. They will turn on us, as surely as they did the last time they bent the knee. And with Barrack, we lost average loyalty and gained minor fear. We still have 3 loyalty with Barrack, though. That's good news. Excellent! And with that, we can be on our way. Good to see you actually made it. When your work is done, meet us at the Citadel. Okay. Then with that, we'll go ahead and be on our way. I guess we'll make our way back first to the Scarlet Chorus camp to see if anything new has arrived there, and then we will make our way over to the Disfavored camp. Let's see here now. Anything new in this particular camp for us to deal with? I don't think so, but we'll check just in case. Death Knell still there. Death Knell's like, whatever, don't care. Salvar's probably hates me right now. He doesn't really care anyway. Over here, we've got the same people. Bitterquip's like, whatever, dude, I don't care about you.
You are not welcome here.
We've got Snigler here. Anything else we wanted to grab from him? I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. And nobody else at the camp there. Alright. Onwards then. We'll make our way over to the Disfavored camp instead. There we go. To the Disfavored camp now. Now, since we have taken the Vendrian Guard under our protection, basically, our job right now is to ensure that the voices of Narat and the Archon of Wargrave and Ash do not coexist. Stop for a moment. I would speak before you make any more mistakes. Barrack rubs his helmet roughly over the bridge of his nose. Something on your mind, big guy? Or has all that iron and bronze finally tired you out?
Fatebinder, I can't claim to understand your motives or your reasoning. The Oathbreakers and the Scarlet Chorus are to blame for the problems of this siege, and you seem to think that sponsoring this chaos will somehow solve it. I would strongly urge you to turn your back on these friends of yours and throw your support behind the disfavored. Don't worry, Barrack. I haven't made any firm decisions yet. He studies you for a moment and allows some of the tension to leave his shoulders. If you say so, that you trust in the Oathbreakers at all is cause for alarm. They are our enemies for a reason. Take care with your loyalties, Fatebinder. You may have earned Tunon's confidence, but mine is less certain. Alright. Making our way inside now. The Archons are in the war tent. Before we do that, though... Oh, Sevius is right here. Maybe a different Sevius, then. We'll go ahead and drop off this iron quest for this fellow over here. Got that taken care of. Have you found the iron yet? Isotanus gives you a look full of expectation. Here it is. Good thing the Oathbreakers didn't get their hands on much. I can't tell you what it means to have this back in our hands. I'll make sure to tell my superior about what you've done for the Legion. What's our wares? What can we get here? A stone shield helm, a heavy armor helm. Crescent runner armor, which is light armor leather. Or stone shield armor. Stone shield boots. +4 deflection, +3 disengagement defense. That sounds pretty nice. Stone shield gloves. I want to buy those boots. Trade my boots for those boots, basically. Let's get those boots on me. There we go. Nothing else here, though. I can get an Earthshaker staff. No different from my Staff of Storm's Heart. How about the shield for Barrack? Increases parry, decreases dodge, increases endurance. Do I want that shield or not? Probably not. Oathbound dagger. Okay. That's all fine. We got some more goodies there. Excellent. Everyone here is all good, looks like. Let's go ahead and train up with those trainers up here, Lucia and Marcus. Let's see now. We wanted Barrack here to put more experience into one-handed weaponry. There you go. All right. And with that, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next time on Tyranny, we'll go inside the war tent and bring about some chaos in the middle of Kyros' armies. But that will be next time. Hey everyone, J Square John Jeremy here, and I want to thank you for watching. Check out another video from yours truly, or take a look at the playlist for this series. If you haven't done so already, click on the logo to subscribe and keep track of this channel. Until next time, so long, and take care.